I've never liked taking pictures of myself. I don't think I'm very photogenic, and I always end up finding flaws in them. One day, I was scrolling past posts on social media, and a post caught my attention. It said something along the lines of, if you were to look and take a picture of the sky or the sunset, and it doesn't turn out to be as good as it does in real life, you don't think that the flaw is in the sky. The sky is not beautiful, or the other skies looked better in comparison. You instead blame the camera for not capturing its real beauty. This post really affected me during that time. So this was 5 years ago, during my gap years after high school, when I used to have bouts of insecurity seeing my friends' social media and academic achievements. I was enjoying what I was doing at that time, but I still felt a nagging feeling that I could do more, achieve more, be more. Reading that post then made me realize that just because my trajectory in life is different than the others', that doesn't mean that my efforts are in vain or that my accomplishments are not validated. We're all on our own timelines, living our lives the way we're meant to. But I did later on realize that these feelings were due to my fear of being average. Have any of you ever had a fear of not living life as much as you can? Of taking life for granted? For example, there's so much I want to accomplish. I want to be a student with great studying habits and discipline. I want to cook delicious food. I want to learn new languages. I want to explore writing. But the problem arises when I want to be really, really, really good at all of these things. There's too much to do and too little time. Often, I used to think that whatever I'm doing in my life, I'm just average at it. I used to think, I'm good, but I'm not the best. I'm a good speaker, but not the best. I'm a good student, but not the best. I'm a good cook, but not the best. I even used to feel like I'm just not good enough. I used to ask myself, am I putting in my 100% at what I'm doing? Why am I not getting the results I want? Am I even prioritizing the right things? It's an interesting facet of human nature that we seem to have a need to be extraordinary. We all, at a certain point in our lives, have believed that we're bound for something special, something extraordinary, something out of the box. This appeal for success and accolades has become more important now than ever because of the rise of social media and technology. Now, I'm not saying that we shouldn't pursue our goals or dream. But all I'm saying is that this has created a sense of entitlement within us. Besides entitlement, we're always pressured to do more, be better, be the best. We fail to realize that there are about 8 million people on this world right now, and only about 1,000 or 2,000 of them would have any worldwide influence at any given time. How many of us are actually destined to be the next Bill Gates, the next Einstein, the next Picasso? So today, I want to take a step back from this pursuit of exceptionalism, something extraordinary, achieving more success, winning more awards, and instead talk about the merits of being average. Now, I want to make it clear that I'm by no means advocating for pursuing mediocrity because I believe that everyone should try to improve themselves at any given time. But I do want to say that if we feel mediocre at a certain task or we get mediocre results as a consequence of our best efforts, then that is completely fine. 71 years, 25,933 days. That is the global life expectancy. We have too much to do and too little time. In this life, we all will have our weaknesses and strengths. To be truly exceptional at a certain task, we have to put in the time and effort. And because we have limited time and effort, we can only be exceptional at a certain amount of things. Even the extraordinary athletes or academics we see might not be truly exceptional at other areas of their lives. Now, you all must be thinking that, okay, if I accept what you're saying and believe that for the major part, most of us are pretty average, then what? What if I believe you and then lose the motivation and drive to improve? I will never be able to achieve anything because whatever I do from now on won't matter anymore. I think what we're failing to realize here is that people who are truly exceptional must not have thought that they're exceptional in the beginning. How else would they have had this desire to improve if they had already thought that they're special and extraordinary? Their desire to improve stems from the fact that they think that they're indeed average. They need to improve. Even Einstein himself has said, I'm not a student. I'm a student just as average as other students. How hard times I had in studying, and the fact that I could not memorize as well as other people can do. Thinking that we're exceptional and special and extraordinary might make us feel good temporarily, but it does disregard the effort that we have to put in. The days, the months, the years, sometimes even more than years of hard work that one has to go through to be exceptional at a field. Accepting that we're average might feel difficult and honestly wrong, but it can be freeing. You now don't have to do things that you don't want to do. You can instead pursue things that actually pique your curiosity and interest. For example, when I went on to accepting this, I realized that the things that I was worrying I was not good at were actually things that I didn't even want to do. I just wanted to pursue them because other people were good at them. Today, I'm not good at everything, but a few things. Today, I can read as few or as many books as I want without excessively worrying about the number I've read. I can focus on the process of cooking instead of worrying about adding too much salt or too little salt here and there. Now, I can truly experience life as it passes me by. From this journey of self-acceptance and trying to improve myself day by day, what I've learned is that for me, the key to being happy and fulfilled isn't to try to be better than others, but it is to try to be better than myself. For every person that you are worse than, there's someone you're better than. Gilbert Chesterton, a famous philosopher, said, "If a thing is worth doing, it is worth doing badly." Thank you.